What's happening, guys? I wanted to do a quick video today on creating a stronger gap. Okay, if you're new to sales, and I need to cover what the gap is. Essentially, a person who comes into your ecosystem should have like a problem. They should have a need. Okay, and then what you offer as a program, product, service, whatever it is, plugs that gap, and that's why they do business with you, right? But as a sales process, in a lot of circumstances, what happens quite a lot is that the gap is a little bit ephemeral. It's not really solid. Okay, so how do we cover that? All right, so what we want to do is whether we dress up and go into ethical use of pain and make their current situation as graphic and as emotionally charged as possible. That's part of the course, and it could be useful given your offer. And the same thing with the final destination, whether we can glorify it, attach, all bells and whistles to it, then that's perfect as well. Given, if that's the type of offer that you, would make sense to do that. But what I'm talking about in terms of a solid gap is that we want to add rigidity to it. And we do that by establishing, like, what are the metrics that we're going to judge this gap by? What are the time frames that we want this gap to be filled by, and why do we want to fill this gap? All right. So metrics, let's think like a BizOp offer. Okay, so a guy wants to create an ecom business from his home so he doesn't have to go to his 9 to 5. So what are the metrics? Time, money, okay, stress levels as a percentage possibly. So we asked the guy, like, how do you know whether you're going to be successful when I'm going to be earning X dollars? I'm going to be spending this much time in the house in terms of hours. My stress is going to reduce from 80% down to 30%. So now we have metrics. Okay, in an ideal world, when would you want to be in a position whereby you're making X figure, have that time freedom that you want, and have brought your stress levels down? When would you ideally want to do that? So that's the next corner. And then why? Have a little look and research Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's a beautiful tool to understand what drives people. And then you can ask the question, what is it that my program, product, or service offers in terms of fulfilling the needs of the prospect? So the good thing about, say, BizOp is it fills pretty much all the needs: the physiological need, the familial need, the community need, the pride and self-actualization and status needs. It really runs the gamut on all of them. So once you understand kind of what it means to that prospect, and it'll be unique to every prospect, then what you can do is you can start attaching the why to it. So even if the process is a little bit choppy, and you're kind of like going by the seat of your pants, so be it, right? It may be more challenging than it may be a structured sale. But what I'm trying to say is that if you can identify what they're chasing in terms of a metric, when they want to chase it by, when they want to achieve it by, and what the meaning they attach to it, that's going to be a very useful conversation. Okay, so ask yourself, when I'm having these conversations with the prospects, am I able to establish these metrics? Am I able to establish timeframes? And am I aligning my solution with the deep driver inside of them? If you are, then you're generally having good conversations, and that's a good place to start. Hope that was of value, guys, and look forward to speaking to you again soon.